What's up, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, and I got an Uber and Lyft story for you guys today that I'm going to tell you about. But before I do, remember guys, the ebook is on sale, Making Money in Las Vegas with Uber and Lyft. In the book, I tell you guys where I like to park at, where I like to stage, what hours I like to drive, where I like to drive in town to try to help make the most money. So if you want some information on how to make money in Vegas driving for Uber and Lyft, that book is on sale. You can go in the link right below this video. There's a link to buy that book. Now, I'll tell you guys a story. A guy I picked up one night. He's from Chicago, this guy. And give you a description about him. He's a white dude, probably early 30s. I think he maybe even said he was like 32 or something like that. Early 30s. And I pick him up downtown on a Fremont Street. So I pick him up. And it's night. The dude's been drinking. He's been out for quite a while by the time I pick him up. And he just starts telling me like this story. It was kind of funny. His pursuit that night just to get laid by a fucking blonde chick was the whole premise of this story. Because the guy tells me how he was at the Stratosphere. He was going around the casino in the Stratosphere looking for a fucking blonde. He was trying to bang this blonde chick. And he's doing this because he goes, oh yeah, he's like, my girlfriend and I were out here, but she already flew back. He's like, so I'm out here for like another 2 more days. I'm like, oh, I was like, you got a girlfriend? He's like, oh yeah, but we got open relationships, like, so it's totally cool. And I'm like, all right, man, well, hey, if that works for you, go for it. So girlfriend's gone. He's still looking to get laid. So he's in the Stratosphere Casino. He finds like the only blonde chick in the whole casino that he thought was attractive. Talks to her for like 4 hours. And he's irritated because they didn't get anywhere because she wasn't married, but he came to find out she had a boyfriend. He's like, well, you got a boyfriend? He's like, you're not fucking married. He's like, what's the big deal? He was like, you're in Vegas, just come on. And she wouldn't do it, but he got her number. She was still like texting him even when I had him in the car. He was like, dude, I can tell she fucking likes me. So he was just getting wound up about that chick that I went nowhere with. But I picked him up over on Fremont because after he was done with her, the first chick over at the Stratosphere, he was like, you know what? He's like, I might call this a night. He's like, but I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go to Fremont. So he gets his ride downtown to Fremont. Some other driver takes him, and he finds 2 blondes there. And they turn out to be sisters. There's an older one and a younger one. And he thought the younger one was a little bit more attractive. So he starts talking to her, and he's telling me this. He's like, yeah, he goes, that was probably a mistake, because I probably should have started talking to the less attractive one first. Because then he said, he talks to the younger one, the more attractive sister. He said the older one ended up cock blocking him. He's like, so that went fucking nowhere. But he's telling me this. He's like, man, that was really disappointing. He goes, because I looked at that girl. He goes, I just thought to myself, you could suck my dick. Like, I could see you sucking my dick. And I was like, did you say that? He's like, no, I didn't say that. He goes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I give you points for honesty, dude. So he tried that for about 45 minutes. That got him nowhere. And he was telling me all this in the car. This is where I picked him up at Fremont Street when he said, fuck it, I'm taking him back to the Stratosphere at this point. And he's like, yeah, he goes, you know, I did get laid. He's like, I do have one more night. He's like, try to make it happen. He's like, but you know, I can't really be mad because he goes, I just talked to my boss earlier today. He goes, and I just got a bonus check from work for meeting some kind of quota. And he's like, I just got a $4,000 bonus check. He's like, so really, when I go back to Chicago, he said, he goes, there's going to be a nice fat check waiting for me. He goes, so really, even with this, he's like, I still can't be pissed. And I was like, well, dude, yeah, sounds like you got some good fucking news on your vacation. So at the end of it, the whole night, I dropped him off. Dude wound up not getting laid by any blonde chick. I don't know if he did the rest of his night, or the rest of his trip there. He had one more night to make it happen, but the guy was just such a fucking character. He clearly had been drinking and gave him his ride back to the hotel, but he just like got in the car and just started telling me the story right away. And it was like kind of like venting, but kind of laughing about it at the same time. And then said he got that nice bonus check at the end. So I was like, well, at least you got something cool. Even if you didn't get laid, you got some extra cash waiting back for you when you get to Chicago. So just want to share this story with you guys. Just a character who stood out in my mind of all the Uber and Lyft rides that I'd given to people out here in Las Vegas. That's it for this video. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.